What is a Nexus letter? My name is Zack Evans. I work at Woods & Woods Attorneys in Evansville, Indiana, and I practice in the area of veterans benefits. Let's start with the word nexus. Nexus just means connection, link. I affectionately call it the missing link. In fact, the missing Nexus letter is the reason that so many veterans are on a merry-go-round of VA denials in their attempts to get from the federal government what they deserve as a result of their service to our country. A Nexus letter is a statement from a medical professional linking a claimed condition to a veteran's time in service. So this can be described as the why behind a service connection claim, or the why behind an increased rating claim, or the medical why behind an individual unemployability benefits claim. A Nexus letter must contain scientific support for a connection between the claimed condition and the time in service. So this can be as onset evidence from a chronic condition that began whenever the veteran was in service, or links a claimed condition to a condition that is currently service connected. We call the first category direct service connection, the second category secondary service connection. Both types of connection require a link. They require that medical nexus statement, that Nexus letter, in order for you to win your claim. So let's start with an example here. A veteran retires from service, 5 years later is diagnosed with hypertension. If a review of the veteran's medical records turns up elevated blood pressure readings in the veteran's service treatment records, a good Nexus letter from a physician will include discussion of these readings chronologically to support hypertensive symptoms beginning in service. So what you want is a doctor looking at your chronology of treatment from your primary care providers, your time in the military, that shows an increase of your readings, some sort of continuity from your time in service to your diagnosis and now your claim. A good Nexus letter also requires solid rationale. If the Nexus letter itself is the why, rationale should be thought of as the how on service connection. It must answer the question, how has this link presented itself in the veteran's specific medical evidence? What makes the scientific link real in this case? So how does a scientific support for connecting this chronic condition to this other chronic condition, why does that matter based on your file? How does that help you win your claim? An example of this, there's scientific support suggesting that a risk factor for hypertension is chronic pain. The veteran has a degenerative spinal condition that is service-connected and causes her severe pain. In several historical pain management visits, the veteran presents with elevated blood pressure and headaches. A good Nexus letter will discuss the relationship between these conditions with peer-reviewed medical articles, and will discuss how the veteran's history of blood pressure readings fit with medical science on the subject. A great Nexus letter will also discuss the relationship between blood pressure, chronic pain, and headaches. Now, an important thing to remember when you're thinking about the concept of Nexus letters, the missing link as I call them, in so many of these VA denials that veterans endure, is the standard by which we advance and win these claims before the VA. And the standard is as likely as not. If it is as likely as not that the veteran's claimed condition is related to their time in service or to a condition that is already service-connected, then they win. Because medical Nexus letters are often the missing link in a series of VA denials, we get many calls from veterans who have been previously denied. We review their file and we see that there is no medical nexus. We get a lot of calls from veterans about how they've been continuously denied from the VA and they're seeking help. If you have been continuously denied a chronic condition that you are certain is related to your time in service, give us a call.